Is there an image that's typically associated with female boxers, like they look at female boxers?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, well, it was when I was boxing. They said, well, if you want to get into boxing, you must be a dyke, you must be a butch and things like that. That was the perception at the time that I was boxing. They didn't think that women should box, and if you did box, you had to be masculine.
You had to be masculine.
That was one of the things that, you know.
And that's so far from the truth.
That's so far from the truth, because there are women that are married.
Yeah.
Boxers that are married and with children, as they say, married with children, and it's not. That's not the case at all.
And you know what's really interesting, because we're talking about female boxers, and yet we have a referee sitting right here, and so. Talk about images and what's typically associated with the image of referees. So how does that, play for you? What do people generally say when you say that? I'm a referee.
Well, it's funny. I just came back from an IBF convention, and there was a lot of women, a couple of guys there, and when they met me, they go, "Oh, you're a judge?" I go, "No, I'm a referee."
Right, I'm in the ring.
Yeah. So they was a little stand back, but one thing I like about it was very positive. They was like, "Oh, great," and they really talked to me and just gave me a couple of notes about what I should be doing.
Right.
But I love it.
How did you decide to do it? What made you decide?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I've been into boxing at least close to 17 years.
So you box?
I did like a very brief boxing back when Gleason's gym was on 30th Street on 8th Avenue, and they opened up a gym for women just to work out. I did it just to, work out, keep myself fit. And they decided they started having white collar boxing, where I actually fought women who had like regular jobs. That's what we did. And matter of fact, my first fight at Gleason's, the females, we had like 6 guys, I think, fought one female bout, and we won the best fight of the night. So I'm gonna tell you, I envy all these ladies here.
Yeah.
I wish I could have stayed with it, because I know I've been right there with girl from there.
Exactly.
But I wasn't able to really train every day, because I know these ladies, they work hard.
Right.
That's the only way you're going to get there.
Right.
But I like being in the middle of the ring. That's all right. I'll be that third person.
Yeah. Now, boxing for women is relatively new. I mean, they just recently, 1993, they were recognized by the USA Boxing, and just even with you, with the legislation fighting for the state commission to give women the right to box.
Exactly.
And so then here you are, Miss Entertainment, Honeybee, the promoter.
Trying to take it to a whole nother
right.
Because I know a lot of these big time promoters, they don't see the money in it. So they don't take on female boxing. That you're not the daughter of a famous boxing legend and champ or Playboy Bunny. And show a little bit. And they're gonna give you money for those things and not recognize these women that are on the panel that have a lot of talent. So the women that have the talent and skills don't get the exposure that they deserve. So this is where I come in, where I try. I'm not trying, I'm actually doing it, getting these women the exposure that they need. We need to get these ladies out there in order for people to know that they're there. And they're not here for a little while, but they're here to stay.
Honeybee, where do you see female boxing in 10 years from now? Where do you
Fighting in the Olympics. The person going higher.
They don't have female boxing in Olympics?
No, they do not.
Wow.
Females are not fighting in the Olympics.
For it, though, they were short of a few countries to participate, and that's why they.
So that's why they.
Which I don't understand that, because there's 34 countries. 34 countries worldwide that have female boxing programs. So you're waiting for a few more, so you're not going to allow these women to get in the Olympics when you have 34 countries participating?
You have to fight for this. You can't sit back and just accept this.
Of course.
Now, what made you decide to fight for it, the boxing commission?
Oh, yes. It was me and a couple other people that we went to the State Athletic Commission because we wanted to be licensed. We wanted to be able to fight professionally. And we were wondering why women weren't allowed to. So we took it up. We got lawyers, and then about 5 years later, it took a long time, and they said, okay, we're going to give you a license. I had to come all the way from California out here, to get my license, back to New York, after I was already living in California. But you know what? In addition to sexism, there was racism too.
I'm sure.
And the racism was, there was a white girl named Cat Davis, and it was me and another lady named, what's her name? Oh, that's, yeah, well, and so she was, you know, so they gave us a license, but they handed the white girl her license first.
And she didn't have a lawyer, and
you see what I'm saying? She was
the one that sued, yeah.
Exactly, and she was the first to be licensed, and she was on all the shows, Good Morning America, this show, that show.
That's the
Were
You
you on those shows?
No, I was not. No, I was not.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm talking about. There was a lot of things. Maybe you don't have to fight that today. I hope not. But when I was boxing, there was a lot of sexism and racism. It was all of that.
But there wasn't that many women there during that time as well. So who did you fight?
Well, I had to go to California. I had to leave New York.
Right.
And in California, there were women that were fighting. So, as a matter of fact, I have a clip, you know, that they'll be showing this evening.
Right, who you fought.
Yeah.
And so did you fight Cat Davis and Miss Tonawanda and just the other pioneers? Well, because they were pioneers.
Right, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I would love to have fought both of them, you know. And but
Okay, what I'm not sure of, who was the pioneer of women in boxing?
Well, there was a lady that years ago, I can't remember her name, was a white lady. But she, the only thing is, they didn't fight professionally. That's the whole thing.
Okay.
Which, when you say the pioneer, we're talking about licensed people.
That's right.
That's me and I guess Jackie Tonawanda and Cat Davis, you know, because we
Y'all got it the license the same.
we got it the same time. But the only thing is, they just handed her the white girl the license first.
Right.
You know.
But
That's the
she
racism.
was, when did you go on a starvation diet?
It was me and two other ladies. And Don King could tell you this too, because we were picketing outside Don King's office when he in New York. And we were saying, hey, Don, can you use women boxers? I had no idea he was going to use what's that girl? I'm telling you, I didn't mean for him to do that.
Right.
I was talking about me.
How do you think that's so? You know, I think that's really unfair and unfortunate because I mean, right here, this is a true testament to the fact that there are black female boxers out there, and this is a viable sport for us. And so, what is that? Do you experience racism in this sport? Do you experience?
I can't really say that.
No.
I couldn't say that.
No.
That's wonderful.
But this is a different time and era, you know.
That's right.
When she was first starting it out.
Right.
And that was the pioneer, pioneer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're at a stage now where we're just fighting for the rights of being recognized as boxers that are good.
So
in
this
our
is the
sport.
traditional. This is the sport in its true essence. That's what.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You're getting it there from her, you know, from how it first started. But now here it is. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you know Alicia, Slick Ashley, Leona downtown, Vicious Veronica, Kisha Awesome? Why don't you know us? You know what I'm saying? Why is this? You know what I'm saying? What keeps us back from having the same purses that the Frasers and the Alis and the Martins get, and the Playboy Bunnies?
But is it an image thing? Because I work in music, and I know the first thing that an A&R would ask me, okay, then you have this artist that could sing. What does she look like? How old is she? What type of what? Is it the same?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it definitely is an issue, and it's just like in WNBA. You don't see the greatest players doing all the commercials. You see Lisa Leslie, who I don't think is all that beautiful. She's not ugly. But you don't see Bonnie Mobiko, who plays for the Los Angeles Sparks, who's like a triple threat on the court. This girl's awesome. You don't see her doing any commercials.
No.
So they try to pick who's cute and who's not to do things. They do it in every sport.
It goes on.
They do it in every sport.
Exactly.
Who they feel, you know, is marketable. They're not looking at the quality of the playing work or, you know,
So
the
what
fighter.
about Layla Ali? Can she fight? I mean, is she because she's in all of the commercials and everywhere you see her.
Layla's on a whole different, exactly. Layla's on a whole different page than regular female boxers because she had a father. You know, we're not taking anything away from her
Not
in
at
books
all,
or whatever, but as far as putting her in the classes of real boxer, no.
No.
Because she has not established
Go through
herself.
the ranks.
She hasn't, no, she hasn't established herself there yet. She has not fought fighters in the top 10 like myself. I'm ranked number 2 in the world. I'm ranked above Layla. Why is she fighting people that's not even in the top 10? Why is she fighting beauticians and people that have no experience? She definitely hasn't established herself as a boxer yet. You know, she gets that, yeah, she's fighting. You know, she's getting in the ring, and to you guys that don't know who can really thump, you're going to say, oh, wow, she's really throwing
I heard her on the radio. She was on
you know, you really think she's
she
doing
said
a
she
lot.
runs 6 days a week. She takes over 40 vitamins. She trains
And we do
3
the
hours
same
a
thing.
day.
Yeah.
So what's going through the ranks? What would be considered going through the ranks? Where do you start?
Fighting equality.
You gotta fight equality. You gotta fight
somebody.
Right.
Somebody who has an amateur career. That's why I go to the
amateurs. You really have to go through the amateurs. You listen to the guys, and before they turn pro, they've done over 100 amateur fights.
Yeah.
Okay.
The amateurs are building up so much more. When we were in the amateurs, and New York went the first year to the nationals, and it was 8 of us, and we came back with 7 belts. You know, we just kicked it when we were there.
Right.
And that's a testament of it. You see the better fighters in the nationals, and you have to go through that kind of ranking before you can go to pro. You can't. It used to be where we didn't have any amateurs, so the women would just turn pro. That's it. But now you do, and we don't want to see on television the ones that don't do any amateur fights and they fight like cat fights.
Right.
It's taking us
Because you learn, you learn that the more fights you have, the more experience you get. It probably won't make you a better fighter, because if you don't have it, you just don't have it. But the more fights you get, it gives you more